Welcome to The Patty Show. My name is Patty Setiatti, and in this podcast, we'll explore the crossing point of the 3 Ps: passion, pleasure, and positivity, and how they can lead you to your own personal paradise. We'll chat with inspiring guests, share practical tips, and dive into stories that will empower you to live your best life. Let's get the Patty Party started. Welcome back to The Patty Show, everybody. Woo! Yeah, studio audience is strong today. Hey, studio audience. You gonna say something over there, studio audience? Yeah, thank you.
Come on now.
It's season 3, studio audience. Season 3.
Oh my! Take me for.
There you go. We got a diverse studio audience today. We're not back in Boston. We're actually in Connecticut. It's crazy. We're gonna touch on that, but thank you everybody for tuning in. Season 3, episode 18. Passion. Happy New Year, of course. Happy New Year. Woo!
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Blessings to y'all. I hope everyone's being safe, doing their things, all the New Year's resolutions, all that stuff. We're grateful to be here. Season 3. It's a wild time to be alive.
Yeah.
Season 3, episode 18. Passion, igniting your inner fire. So I'm just, it's insane. Honestly, I can't believe season 3. It feels like yesterday I had my first episode with Jan, King of Coco. Shout out to my boy.
Yeah, my guy.
Our brother. Just saw him. He's a clown. I hope you're doing well, bro. But this last episode was a recap of season 2. Amazing guests all around. Shout out to y'all if y'all didn't watch it. It's on Spotify, at Patty Show Podcast. Stop playing. Instagram, TikTok. The website is pattyshow.podbean.com, pattysetiatti.com/podcast. There's a lot out there. But we're super grateful. Thankful for everyone tuning in. And I'm thankful for my guest.
What's up?
My brother on the side here.
What up?
I got a little intro for you, my brother.
I'm ready.
So this man right here, I'm not alone. My guest on my right.
Yeah.
Joining me on my right is someone that has passion every day of his life.
Thank you.
This brother wakes up 4 a.m, crack of dawn. I've known him for almost 10 plus years of my life.
A long time.
He's been grinding from sports, from work, from religion, everything he's doing, man. Yeah. For God, for himself. I'm so proud of this man.
Thank
the
you,
boss, Olga Harrison, my brother. I love you, man. Thanks for coming, man. I appreciate you, bro.
Wow.
Could you tell a little bit about yourself, my man, to the audience? Passion, hobbies, all the good stuff, and how we met, of course.
Yeah. I'll start with thank you for those kind words. I received them.
Thank you, brother.
What's
Arigato. We're not going to say Arigato.
Oh, man.
Your dick is like, hold on, we got to bring your dick in. Come here, bro. Say hi to the camera. Say hi. Come on, say hi.
Yep.
What's up? Y'all remember that episode?
Go down, son. Go down.
The mic. Say what's up. What you got to say? Happy New Year. Say
Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's. Merry Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
And all of that good stuff. Yes, this episode is going to be funny. It's going to be lit. It's going to be great.
Yes.
And let's do it.
Yes. Thank you again, bro, for support. Woo! No problem. So Yannick was in episode 3. We're on season 3 now. So it's crazy. Bro, time is flying by. But bro, continue. Yeah, bro. Thank you again, bro. Arigato, like I said.
Arigato. Shishi. What that mean?
We go to
Shit.
Yeah, we'll edit that out. We're learning all the languages, guys. There we go. All that stuff.
Bon année. That's bon année.
What is that?
Happy New Year's in French.
Bon année.
Bon année.
Hey. What else is in French? Bon année. Je ne sais pas.
That means I don't know. I'm playing with you.
Bro, I swear. This is how we do. We just have a good time. But bro, tell us a little bit about your background.
Wow.
You're French or what?
My parents are from Cameroon.
Shout out to Cameroon.
For some reason, they decided that we were going to come to the Americas. But I'm still a Bamileke boy, you understand?
But what's that mean, bro?
Bamileke boy, that's my village now.
Okay, walk me through that. Hold on. Guys, I'm learning. This is just Bamileke.
Bamileke.
Yeah. Is that short for anything, or is that just?
No. Why you gotta be short for something?
I don't know, bro. I'm asking for the people. There's people from Estonia tuning in, so I don't.
You said Estonia?
Estonia.
Where's that?
See, exactly, right? It's the middle of Europe. So
wow.
See? Wow. Diversity, bro. We got Poland too.
Whoa, Poland.
Shout out to the Polish people out there, But what is it? The tribe, the village?
So it's the village my parents are from, and then I believe my dad is from Bafumsam. I'm sorry, Dad, if I get this wrong.
Sorry, Dad. Yo, shout out to bro. First, we gotta cut. His dad
is crazy.
Hilarious,
It's crazy.
Bro, like that time. Oh, we gotta talk about that eventually. But the piercings, bro.
Oh man, when I got my piercings, man, my parents were not with that, man. Hey, we can't go too far, but hey, they wasn't with that.
Let's just say it was crazy. The reaction, oh my god, they were shocked, bro. It's like
they thought I switched to the other side. Hey, they thought I switched to the alphabet community.
Let's just say if y'all know the skits of that guy. Can I call you Mister? That's all we can say. That's all we can say on the show. But bro, I love that you're so proud of your culture, man. So you weren't born there though, right? You were just raised in.
Yeah, no. But it wasn't always like that. Cause growing up, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't always proud. No one was ever proud to be African. You know, when you go to school in America, it's the African booty stretcher. They make fun of your last name. They make fun of your food to the point where it's like growing up, you have insecurities. And then you get to college and like, you're like, whoa, well, he talk like me. He dance like me. Oh, his mama make the same food as my mom. I'm like, I'm gonna start rocking with them. So I think when I got to college, I met people like Jan, and I had other friends at WestCon where I went to college. It was definitely like an eye opener for me. And then I remember I went to this. I don't go to parties no more, but I did go to this one party. It was my first African party after one of the Yukon fashion shows. So mind you, I just went to the Yukon fashion show. The MC was hilarious, right? There was beautiful women. There was so much fashion. And now you throw me at the after party. Now I'm feeling African. Like never before.
The embrace was there, the pride and everything like that. Yeah.
And then we're in the club at the after party. I've been to a party before, but not like that. And bro, Yeah by Burna Boy comes on.
Oh,
So the first thing, oh baby, your body's so fine. I can't sing, I'm sorry, but that's
that
the first thing I hear.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing everybody start going like, I'm standing still. I'm like,
what's happening? What's up?
I'm liking the beat. Yeah. And then like I'm listening to the words and I'm like, I want to buy a motor. I want to buy a house. I want to party. I want to dance. And it's like, then the beat is there. The sound of his voice is there. And then I start listening to Burna Boy. And I think I would say he probably called a lot of us back home with that, you know, his vibe, his aura. And we got to give thanks to that because honestly, right now, you could look around. How many people want to be African? How many people are getting those ancestry tests? To just feel like they're African. They're find out where they're from. And I remember in high school, it was not like that.
Absolutely, it's different times now.
So like back to your question, like growing up, it wasn't that, but then it was like, okay, I can start finally embracing myself because growing up, you know what I'm saying, we from Bridgeport. Bro. Like
shout out to Bridgeport, but it's tough, toxic, bro.
Hey, bro, like. It was, the only thing you want to do is be a real ninja or like a fashionista. And the only way to get that stuff is, you got to rob, you got to juke, finesse. And that's not me. That wasn't me. So eventually I had to be like, what is me? What can I do to make money? What can I do to bring myself out?
Absolutely.
And then that's when the MCing came on.
We're going to dabble on that. Bro, I'm glad that you touched that. This is my flower section of the Patty Show, actually. Bro, like, it's crazy how you did that. You were talking about you like going through the changes of and finally embracing it. Because you know, like we've known each other since high school, bro. There was a point I remember, like I didn't even know you were like African. You know what I'm saying? Like obviously with the skin color, we could tell. He's like, I mean, you could tell that. The skin tone we could tell. But like you know, what I'm saying? Like actually, like your parents literally like motherland, like straight off, you know, and then like. Seeing you progress like that is such a beautiful thing, bro. And I was so happy to see it. Like, even though we hung out often, but not like all the time. Because, you know, you were doing your college thing, I was doing my thing in Fairfield. But seeing you grow from it was just like a heartwarming thing. Seeing you come out the shell and be proud of that heritage, bro. Because you kind of like, you changed it the best way possible, bro. Grew. Like, you became a, was it Oga? Oga?
No, Oga.
Oga. You got to talk about that.
Uncle Oga. Man.
That's your Instagram too, right? What's the Instagram?
My Instagram is Oga Harris, so OGAHARRIS.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tap in.
Oga Harris right there. What does that Oga mean, bro?
So Oga is a Nigerian term for boss, and that originated when I was younger. I used to just kind of tell people what to do, right? But
I love that.
My dad would be like, "Oh, Oga, come here. You think you're a boss, Oga?" But obviously, growing up, what did we not want to do? Like I said, I did not want to be African, so
you pushed it away.
Denounced that name from me. But I get to college, and like the way I move, it's definitely like I got things to do. So like I think people saw that. And then the Africans started calling me Oga. And I was just like, Oga boss. That sounds nice. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to take back my religion. My religion.
We'll talk about that later.
I'm taking that back too.
Yeah, we'll take that back too.
I'm here now, but I'm starting to take back my culture. And I'm like, even though Oga's from Nigeria and I'm from Cameroon, I'm like, oh hey man, we're all African.
Yeah, you still embrace it.
I started, call me Oga boss. And I really changed my name from, it was like Harrison _50_.
Oh, Coach Harrison.
Because my football jersey was 50. And then boom, I never changed it back. I'm keeping that Oga.
Bro, I love that because I remember seeing that. And I was like, first of all, I didn't know what that was, but you really like reinventing yourself in the best way, and I think that's a beautiful thing when people do that transition, especially like. We were basically growing up, bro. We were kids, bro. Bro, I look at our old pictures, bro. We were like 14, 15, bro.
Hey, don't post that.
We ain't gonna post that.
Don't post that.
Maybe on the Patreon. If y'all pay, y'all subscribe. You know, bro, because we were kids, bro. Yeah, like man, dealing with everything. Like you had that football passion. Yo, talk about that football passion, actually, bro. Like, how did that come to be?
Man.
Was it because you wanted to fit in, or like?
So, we started in Stanford, and then. We got to Bridgeport when I was in the 4th grade, and I had a friend who was playing football. And I just wanted to play because he was playing. I didn't really care.
Yeah.
And like I would say, I started 7th grade. 7th grade, I wasn't starter. 8th grade, I wasn't starter. I got to college. I'm not to college. 9th grade. I wasn't a bench warmer, but I wasn't no starter either. So that's when I really started. I would say I started playing more. Let me tell you something. Let me give y'all some. Don't walk around and start calling me this.
Okay.
I was 5'6" freshman year, and I was really fat.
Okay.
My nickname was Oompa Loompa.
That's crazy.
Like that's what I was on the football field.
That's crazy, yo.
So already there, I didn't want to play no more. I'm not even gonna hold you, but I don't know what it drove me. I think the brotherhood, being around people, and then like that transition from 9th to 10th grade, I started lifting weights. Now I'm getting bulky, but I'm still short. And it was a summer between like 10th and 11th. Growth spurt, like it's crazy. Just can't fit none of my clothes. And then like by my senior year, I'm captain.
That was a beautiful thing.
Yeah, man. And it was just like I remember, like bro, they wouldn't put me on the field. Like they really wouldn't put me on the field. And then but in the back of my head, we had somebody from our high school, Gerardo Williams, I think his name is. He went to Houston Texans. I assumed that I was gonna go to the NFL. Like it was, you couldn't tell me otherwise. So then it low-key turned into like a depressive state when I got to college my first year, because I went to University of Bridgeport for my first year. There was no football team. And I was like, damn, I was the man in high school. Like I was captain of football, I was captain of lacrosse. Like it was great. And then you get to college and you're not the man no more. So I definitely went from like 250 to like 320 in like less than a year.
Wow.
And it was like hard because like, you know what I'm saying? Like you grow up like, oh, this is what I want. But you don't really see like, not everybody gonna get there. And then like, I remember being like really depressed, down bad, to the point where I had to turn it around. I remember I got a phone call from somebody and they were like, hey bro, you good? And it just clicked. I was like, all right, now I gotta be good.
I gotta act on it, yeah.
He was the first person to ask me. Like, I felt like, and then I went to WestCon, I played for a year. I didn't get too much play time. And then I started playing semi-pro. And that was awesome. I had a winning season. Then I became a coach and we won the championship for the CT Thundercats.
Nice.
And then I went back to playing. We got to the championship, but we lost. Boo-hoo. And then I came back this season to play for the other team, but I just wasn't there, bro. Like mentally. Like physically, I could have done it. Mentally, it was just like, I don't think I could have fixed it because it was like my mind was in so many places but football. And it was nothing to the team. Like, the team literally won the championship.
Yeah, of course,
I knew it was a good team. It was, I got to go to church. At the time, I had a girlfriend.
You had different priorities,
stuff with my family, work. Like, it just wasn't lining up. Like, the time they had practice was the time I had Bible study. Like, it just would be stuff like that over and over again. So, I love football. I'm not opposed to playing, but if it doesn't align with what I'm going towards right now, it just doesn't make sense. Especially because I'm not going to get millions. I'm not building no wealth off of it. So it's like, you got to hang the cleats up, bro. Because we getting up there. We the uncles now.
Bro, don't remind me, bro. It's gonna be 20. What is it? 2025. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year is such a bittersweet thing, bro. Man, thanks for being vulnerable, by the way, bro. Because I do remember that transition with college. I think it was like all of us too. Like similar for me, bro. You know, I did a lot of theater in high school and stuff, and then going to college, you're back to square one essentially, and then you're like the pleb. You're the quote unquote loser, and you're not doing like the lead roles, or you're not the captain anymore, and it's depressing, bro. I get a lot of way too. I think you see it too. It was like a lot of fluctuations too. So it helps like having someone like you said check up on you, be like, you good? Like sometimes it just takes one phone call, one text, something like that to be like, oh,
okay, somebody cares.
Exactly, and then I got to pivot, you know, and not everyone pivots, but you, like I said, you the boss. I'll go over here. You locked in, bro. You moved around. You dabbled in a lot of things. Religion, for example, my man, you've been really locked in that, man. I'm so happy happy for you for that. You're Christian fully. What's the?
So I'm a Christian. Call me a disciple though. Call me a disciple because there ain't no definition for Christian in the Bible. Remember that. That's just derogatory term that was given to us. Disciple is someone who's going to go spread the gospel. So whenever there's an opportunity to spread that word, you got to be there for it. But I'll tell you one thing. 2 years ago, man, I was deep in sin, bro. Like sex before marriage, parties, smoking weed. Man, I was doing stuff, drinking and driving, bro. Like, don't do that. Like how many times they gotta tell you don't do that? How many people gotta die for you to really listen? You know what I'm saying? I was in the club, bro. I was really dancing with my shirt off, bro. On some Jason Kelsey type thing. Like,
oh yeah,
you know, at the Super Bowl. He was wilding with his shirt off.
Just going crazy.
That was me, bro. Yeah. So, there's nothing to him.
Of course. I
don't got no smoke with him. You know, he got
you could be on the podcast too. Stop playing though. Come on, let's go, bro.
Okay, but I was dancing with my shirt off, and this girl walks up to me. And mind you, I'm gonna be honest, bro. I had a rotation already. Like, I had a girl for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then I'm telling myself, oh, don't do it Sunday. That's the Lord's Day. And I'm like, this is how I'm moving. Stupid. Like, I would have work at 4 a.m. I'm leaving the club at 2 a.m. Like, don't care about my life, basically, because I'm looking for something. I know God is real, but I just didn't feel it because the church I was going to at the time, like, it just wasn't for me.
It was,
like, I didn't understand what's going on.
Because you were raised Christian too, like growing up?
We were raised Catholic, and my mom switched to Christian when I was in high school. So it was just like, she was trying with us, but there was also that, you know, you grow up and your parents tell you to do something.
Absolutely.
You want to do the opposite.
Yeah. Or you don't fully listen just because you find the loopholes, right, bro? That's
so we going to church, bro. I'm not paying attention. Like, I'm falling asleep. I don't care. But then when I met that girl, I think the Lord did was, I'm gonna misquote it, but in the Bible it's called leave the 99 for the only one, right?
Ooh.
So
leave the 99
for the one. Yeah. Oh, wow. So basically what he did was, he had a bunch of sheep, and sheep were very expensive back in the day. And he tied up all his sheep because one got lost and went astray, and went to go get it. So I think he used that girl to bring me in, because I was definitely, what I looked at her for was for lust. I was like, oh, I'm about to add it to the rotation.
Yeah.
That was it.
Absolutely.
I did not care. I go on a date with her, and, you know, I'm thinking, man, I'm driving around.
I want the date to be done. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Literally.
Right,
like, my dream car is a Jeep, and I got it outside.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right, I got my own place. Like, I'm like, this. How I'm thinking. I'm like, I'm the man. I don't need. Like, I don't need a God.
Yeah.
I get on a date, and she asked me, "Am I saved?" Now I'm like,
it's like, what is she on about, right?
What? Yeah, am I saved?
Yeah.
Like,
we just trying to get some waffles here.
Am I saved?
Yeah.
I'm like, what's that? So that's when I was talking to her. She's telling me about church and all this stuff and how God's been all good to her. And I'm just like, God's been good to me in the back of my head, but I'm like, it's whatever. She said, "Oh, come to church." She invites me to a church service. And I go, and bro, mind you, I'm still in lust. I'm still in sin because after I left that club, after I dropped her off, I'm still gonna go to another girl in the back of my head. So when I got to the church she sent me to, it wasn't even her church. So mind you, I'm looking for her at the church. She sent me to a church just to see if I would go to church, kind of thing.
No way, really?
So that was thank you for that, but like I'm still there, but I'm not receiving what I need to receive. Because in the back of my head, I was there for one thing and one thing only: to be a church boy in front of her.
Oh my God!
See if she. So I'm like really in there, bro. And then eventually, my church, not my church, but like the one I'm at right now, and then the one she sent me to was having a joint event. So it was at her church, mind you. We were like done. We were done talking at that point. So like it was 4 weeks of going to the church she sent me to, and I go to the new one, which is New Vision, my church. I get into New Vision, people hugging me at the door. I'm like, man, damn, these people mad affection. It's great.
What's this? Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, it's nice. And then I saw her. I'm like, this her church? Back of my head, I'm like, bro, my ninja, why would you send me to that church, right? Why would you send me to that church? And this one looks like this. Like New Vision is fire.
It's good.
So
good vibes.
Obviously, like for non-believers, for new believers, like the first thing you see, like it's very like okay, this is what I want. Like it's LED lights, it's hugging. It's like it's us as black people. Like this is what we're looking for. Now everybody's speaking English. Like the last church, people were speaking Creole. It's nothing against them. It's just you're speaking Creole, and then I'm using a translator. I'm gonna lose some words. I'm gonna lose some passion. I'm gonna lose some wisdom. So I wasn't there. But when I got to this one,
it clicked,
right? And then here comes this 6'8" pastor walk out on the stage, 6'8" with dreads and sneakers on, and I'm like, oh, my ninja. Like I'm really thinking, oh, this is one of me now. So now I'm like there. Like I forgot she was there. Like I sat down and started listening. Wow. I've been there for 2 years, bro.
Bro. Yeah. Man. Respect to that, bro. No, you've been locked in with that, bro. I love seeing it, man. Yeah. Like when you got baptized.
I baptized last year. So a year after I was there, I got baptized. And felt like I run through a wall that day.
Changed.
Yeah.
Wow. You pivoted a lot and all of that. Now because you've had a lot of passions in your life, bro. Because I've known you for like 10, 11, 12 years, something like that.
12 years now, yeah.
Like you had that like football passion a little bit. The fashion, you still have the fashion. This guy's stylish, as you can see on over here. But how has that you kind of delved into it, how the passion kind of pivoted now, because now you have like the faith and everything like that, being a disciple.
Yeah.
How did you kind of, handle all of that? And like, even though you don't do the football anymore, is it still part of your life, for example? The passions that are like on the back burner kind of.
So like, one thing I learned to do, it was by accident, it was the MC, right? So I had an event at Western Connecticut State University where I was the president. I was the president of the Black Student Union, and we had an event, but our MC just didn't show up. So they're like, "Yo, okay, you're funny. Can you do it?" Bro, it was terrible. It was terrible. But in my heart, my soul, I was like, "Oh, damn, hit the mic." Yeah. I love the rush. So I was just like, "Nah, I gotta go back on stage." Yeah. So then somebody invited me, and then they were just like, for like about 2-3 years straight, I probably had like 10, 15 shows. And it was all great. Lately, I've been off it. I'm about to post a video right now, from a few months ago. But like, I think what that was I like to talk. I love to talk, bro. I'll sit down and talk with anybody for hours. Everybody know me. Yannick, I like to talk. Okay.
Yes, studio audience agrees.
I like to talk. Yeah. So I love to talk. So right now I'm working on starting a podcast.
Hey man, do it, man.
And it's literally last year I started that podcast via Instagram Live, and I was talking about dating, Christian dating, but I didn't want to only talk about dating. And then also before that, I had like secular versions of that podcast. So I was going to interview like only comedians. I don't even know all these comedians that I was like, oh man, I'm going to be Kevin Hart, Drewski. Like I was just going for the big names.
Yeah.
But then I was like, God never pushed me and gave me the capability to do so. Now I see Him moving. Like
there's the motion.
There's 1, 2 cameras right there. There's a camera on the way in the mail. I got tripods in my storage unit. I started making quotes for my LLC. Like stuff like that was not happening when I had the secular version of the podcast. So the new one, I don't want to release too much
info, but it's gonna be coming out soon. Okay.
Follow Over Harris on Instagram.
Yeah, you're gonna find all the updates. We're gonna link it up.
Put that link in my bio. So.
Absolutely, bro. And for the people that don't know secular, that's like how would you describe that?
So secular, you could say non-godly. Right?
Okay.
So like things that don't promote the word of God. So mine was just definitely going to be a lot of cursing. It definitely wasn't going to talk about waiting for marriage. It was definitely going to be most likely drinking on that show. And you never know who's watching, right? And I had to be like, okay, like you can't keep saying you're a Christian, you're a disciple, you believe in God, and then you don't move like it.
You don't act on what you like are preaching, kind of essentially.
Yeah. So it's like you're throwing dirt on your own name. Like how many people got Christian in their Bible? You think that stopped? Like you got Christian on your Bible, but you playing with zodiac signs. Like don't get me started. You got Christian in your Bible, but you playing with
for
sage.
Real. Bro said
you got Christian Gemini? In your Bible, but you got tarot cards. You got Christian in your Bible, right? Let me not
got the crystals.
I'm gonna say it. I don't care. You cannot tell me you're a pastor and you're gay. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't, because if you open the Bible to 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 9, it's right there. You know what I'm saying? So things like that. And it's not only the LGBT community that's in that scripture. So it's even drunkenness, right? So people who are drinking every night. Oh my God, no, like no. People who are smoking weed, right? He says, be sober minded. They're gonna be like, oh, but the Lord grew it up from the earth. The Lord grew it up from the earth. All right, I'm gonna say one thing. You know who also came up from the earth once? Satan. So you can't just say Lord gave it up from the earth, right? Open up Revelation, all right? One thing that came up from the earth? Poison ivy. You ain't eating poison ivy. True. You're not cutting your skin with poison ivy. So you cannot just tell me, oh my God, the Lord said, oh man, the Lord grew a plant. I'm gonna smoke it. Forgive me hot in here, man.
I mean, it's like the forbidden fruit, man. You know,
the forbidden fruit.
It's there to pick, but you know.
But hopefully, what I just said, the Spirit of God enters that soul, that heart, for who needed it. Go repent.
Man, I appreciate that, man. You being vulnerable and letting us know, man, just straight up how you feel, man. That's awesome, because that's definitely that passion that comes in, man. Because your day-to-day job, though, what is exactly that? Like, because you also are doing amazing things.
So I work for a non-profit organization called Elevate Bridgeport. So it's Christian based.
It's called Elevate Bridgeport, bro?
Elevate Bridgeport. So
Shout out Elevate.
Yeah, it's Christian based mentoring. Awesome. So we do accept like anybody. Like, so I do have like mentees who are not Christian, who are Muslim, who are part of the LGBT community, because we don't condemn them. Right?
Yeah.
We don't judge them. We're there to help them. If they ask us for religious help, we'll help them. But we're also there to, okay, man, like, hey, like,
support in general.
Maybe do this like that, do that like that, like guide them in the right direction.
And how did you hear about that, by the way, man? I'm fascinated by that.
Yeah, so somebody from my church, he posted online, and I was like in need of a new job. And then boom, like somebody from my church, she sent it to me. So I applied. Like I was really going to DR that same week. So when I came back from DR, I had a job interview via Zoom, and by like 2 weeks later, I was there, making the same money I was making at the last job, working Monday through Friday. Like it's been a blessing. And then it's like I see students like have opened up to me in ways I wasn't ever thinking. Like I remember for years I was like, man, I'll never be a teacher. I'll never be a teacher. And now I'm not exactly like teaching like math or English, but I'm teaching college and career readiness. So it's like that's been a blessing, because I've also been able to bring them to church. Like,
I love that, man.
Like give them things to do after school. Like, don't hang out with this group of friends. Come with me. And they give us money to go out with these kids. So
awesome. Resources, some resources.
Yeah. So like, really, if you want to go grab smoothies, let's go. You want to go grab food, let's go. You want to go bowling, let's go. So like stuff like that, like that matters because they're not taking time. Like we live in a dangerous area.
Oh,
so they can easily be influenced by their friends to go do stuff they shouldn't be doing. Or they go, oh, let me go get a free meal with Mr. T. That's what they call me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Mr. T. Shout out, I don't got a mohawk. Mohawk.
We're gonna grow it one day, bro. Just, do like the reverse version with the beard. Imagine.
Oh no! Heck no!
We gonna try New Year, bro. You gonna try some?
No.
We'll see.
No.
That's gonna be on the new podcast.
No.
Mr. T.
No.
Mr. T. just hold the teacup. That's
man. If I really came out here, nah.
That would be surprised. I'm like, no, when you grow up the beard, I didn't know you could grow up that much, bro. That's a lot. I'm trying to learn, man.
Hey, I'm not gonna tell you the secret, man.
Oh man, you gotta tell me. I can't grow up for nothing,
I'll
bro.
tell you after the show.
Okay, after the pod.
You know? Jamaican castor oil.
That's what it is.
Jamaican castor oil.
Sponsor us. Whatever big brand. One day we'll do an experiment. I need an experiment to see if it can actually grow, bro. I don't think it's gonna work for me, bro. To be honest, I tried it all.
Bro, look at your hair. Your hair is.
Down here. Yeah, but this part, bro. This one does not. It's getting like so passionate.
Maybe you shouldn't just be yourself. If that's not you, that's not you.
You're right.
Can you see me doing that with my hair?
Bro, you could do it. You'll be like, arigato.
Arigato.
Hey. This guy's killing me, man. Yo, you know that reminds me of though, bro? You remember that time you were hosting that fashion show thing? Yeah, no Housatonic? I mean, you hosted up, the one you invited me to, bro?
Yeah.
Bro, first of all, shout out to you. That was a fun time, bro.
I was not supposed to be the MC that day. You know what happened?
What happened? Last minute change.
Bro. I was dressed to help backstage. Mind you, 2 weeks before that, the dude who was organizing, he says, oh, can you help me find an MC? So I helped him find one who was going to do it for free. He had 50K followers at that time on Instagram. Oh, yeah, come on. And he lived in Connecticut at the time, too. And he was going to do the show.
Yeah.
And then the dude said, do you want to do the thing? He's like, no, he doesn't need to do it. Mind you, the kid was going to do it for free, and he has followers. So it's going to bring people.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to come. He's like, I want to do it. I want to do it. Bro, the day of the show, he's freaking out backstage. She's like, hey, man, he's twirling his thumbs. He's like, hey, Oga, I know I said I would do it. You know, do what? He's like, but I can't go out there. I'm like, oh, why? What happened? He goes, I'm nervous. The crowd is too big. I'm like, that little crowd?
Yeah, no, it was, yeah. It was,
man, I talked in front of thousands of people. Like, during the George Floyd stuff, like, I delivered a speech at WestCon in front of thousands of people. And I think since that day, I was able to talk in front of groups and people like that. But I'm looking at him like, well, there's like 50 people out there.
It's a classroom, right?
Yeah. Bro, I was so mad, bro. You see my outfit that day? It was like gym clothes. But I went out there.
Styling though, bro. It was fun, man.
Out there. Yeah. I wasn't on a contract or nothing, but he did say he was going to send me money. As soon as I saw the cash app from him, I'm not going to hold you. So legally, he cannot stop me from what I was doing, but I left.
I think we all left after that, bro. After I did my thing, I was just like that. Shout out to everyone over there, but
it was like the last segment of the show. I saw the cash app notification from him. He's like, oh, I had a party to go to that night. I was feeling that. I was still in the world. I was still in the world. I was wild.
Yeah, that was a fun one, though.
That was a crazy time.
Ooh, man. That was a wild time at in New Haven, right? And I forgot the name of the place, but music was popping, bro. Yeah. But when your song comes up, you know, I need to bro. Man. That song. Shout out Burna Boy, man. That guy. Yeah, you've seen him live too, right? He's amazing.
Seen him live twice, but
he's great, bro.
To be honest, this year I've been stepping away more and more from him.
Really?
Like the stuff he sings about does not promote the word of God. Obviously, for a lot of people, if they know the word and they know the language he's saying. So Igbo and Shia was, I need weed and alcohol.
Oh yeah, there you go.
So it's like we gotta really hear what we say. But what turned me off is I went to a show this year. And like before he came out, he had like a big white backdrop.
Yeah.
For those who are biblical are gonna understand right away, but he had an image of himself falling from the sky, right? And wings on his back.
Like fallen angel or something?
You know who the fallen angel is?
Oh yeah, Lucifer right there. Okay.
Yeah. He took a third of them stars with him. You ain't playing with that boy.
Wow,
so,
that's crazy.
Like, ever since March is when I saw it, I've been dwindling down about the song choices of what I listen to from him, what I accept. The newer songs he has definitely is like like I'm not a city boy. Like I can't sing that. Like there's a song where he's saying he wants to be a polygamist. I can't promote that. Like I can't.
That's tough,
like
man.
it's hard. Like I miss African Giant. Like that's what I was growing up on, but that's where he is in life. You know, I can't condemn him for it, but I can't also be like, yeah, man, it's okay, go do it. Push him,
like feeding onto that fire, like you're exactly. But that takes maturity for you, bro. How do you like have the, I guess, guts, honestly, to do that? Because it's easier for everyone just to be like, he was like your favorite artist for a moment, bro. Like every time that song played, bro, we were looking for you, bro. We were like, all right, hurry up, man. You know what you're doing.
All the words,
literally.
I knew the words before it came out.
I believe, bro, because
he had the all right. So this is how much I was in the world.
Please. We gotta go.
So
let's do it.
So I was still taking edibles before I got into church, right? And I was watching basically Burna Boy's recap, well, not a recap, but like his performance of a show I had at Madison Square Garden. And bro, I thought I was there because I was so high.
Oh my God, bro. Wow.
So like I'm there and then it says, do you want to replay? I'm like, oh, replay, yeah. Right. But I rewatched that part of the video where he released Last during the live.
Yeah.
Like, because only, you go and see it on YouTube. So then when he released it a few months later, everybody like, how do you know the words? I'm like, man, I've been listening to this thing since like April. Just that, like it was a 2-3 hour video.
Yeah.
And then I'm skipping to that was 3 minutes to just listen to that one part. I was addicted, bro. I was always getting high just to go listen to. I thought I thought I was in Madison Square Garden. I'm in my bedroom.
Bro, it's just like,
yeah.
I mean, wow, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But that's also like the crazy power that it has, bro. And it's dangerous, man. Like the addictive nature of music. It's like
the drugs and music.
Yeah.
Like
music can be a drug, you know? So.
Man. Nah, you gotta. Where was
what?
They said Lucifer was, because Lucifer was in charge of worship.
Oh.
Right? So his body was made of musical instruments.
That makes sense. But a lot of these songs, a lot of the songs are very addictive. So like, think of the catchy songs.
So a lot of things we listen to in these songs nowadays, this drill music talking about shooting and killing, all this, it's in that music still. So we gotta really listen to what we're promoting before we just go and sing it out loud.
Yeah.
That you're letting the devil.
Wow, man. And does that go kind of hand in hand with your passion then of like trying to become a disciple for everybody? And then it's cool that you're doing it with all the kids and everything. Are you ever thinking about becoming a pastor or anything like that?
Listen, I've been, all right, so like my aunt, she's a prophet. I don't know how true it is because I kind of was like not in the, like I was still in the world when she told me, but she told me one day I'd be a pastor. And I was like, I ain't doing that. Like,
you don't believe it, yeah.
Like, she didn't know, like, I was in the club.
You thought it was just like, she was just saying that as like, stuff, you know how this family, like, yeah.
And then like, literally, that was 2020. But then like 2022 was like when I became Christian, but when I started trying to become Christian, I would say. And then I kind of just like ignored that whole thing, right? And I've been getting glimpses of doing it. I've had like a dream where I was like preaching in downtown New Haven.
Really? Recently?
Like, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, awesome. My dreams been really vivid lately, bro. Like it's been weird to accept because it's like also I don't know the whole Bible. I haven't read the whole thing. I'm still learning. Like,
and it was a quick turnaround, bro. Because like, when did you say recently you kind of like really delved into this like spirituality, all that?
So I feel like I've been part of my church since September 2022, but I would say like
a year.
Nah, bro, not even like early October is when I really started.
This past October,
yeah, like this year.
So a couple months,
a year, yeah, like 2 months. 2
wow,
months. It's been where I feel like I'm actually taking in the fruit and the knowledge of the Bible. Like before, I'm listening to what Pastor says.
Yeah, now you're actually absorbing it.
Yeah, but now it's like okay, I'm reading it. All right, now it's getting into my chest. Now I'm like hurting when I hear certain things. When I was having a conversation with a coworker, he was cursing, and I was like, man, this dude just cussed like 5 times. But it's like before, I don't think it was a problem. So it's like I'm accepting. I feel like I'm finally accepting Jesus. I'm finally accepting the Bible. I'm learning. So I wouldn't say like I'm deep in there to say I'm going to be a pastor, but if I got to speak in front of the crowd once in a while, I'll do it. If that's what God calls me to, I'll do it. But I'm definitely gonna have to tap in more. I'm gonna have to learn more. I'm gonna have to promote the gospel more. I'm gonna have to work on myself. And
it's something that you're like open to now.
Yep,
like if you asked yourself maybe last year, you probably would have been like completely different person, huh?
You could ask me this past summer. I'm like, I don't come out. Nah. And I serve as safety at my church. So I was content where I was. Like, I was like, I could just protect people. I'll be safe. I'll help people be safe. I'll walk you out to your cars. I'll walk you down the block. I'll make sure nobody's doing anything in the sanctuary they're not supposed to do. And I was content with that for a while. But I wouldn't say the Holy Spirit convicted me, but it was definitely like, remember when your aunt said this? Yeah. Start getting ready for that. It doesn't have to be like pastoring in a pulpit on a stage. It could be pastoring downtown New Haven. It could be like, this is ministry work right now.
Absolutely.
Promoting it to you, telling you about just little seeds of the Bible, that planting seeds. And somebody is watching this video, you're like, okay, let me see what he's going to talk about. Because a lot of people I could just tell you right now, okay, open up John 3:18. Yeah. And it says, obey God. A lot of people in that church are not reading their Bible. And I just lied. I don't know what John 3 is. So it's like things like that are like, oh my, all right, maybe I should go read it myself. Because that's where the problem started. Like, the devil definitely entered the church, definitely took a hold of a few pastors, and it led a lot of people astray. So it's like it's like ministry work in itself right now, me saying that to you. Like, okay, go read the scripture for yourself. Like, don't just listen to me either. Yeah. Don't listen to me. I'm man. Don't listen to me.
Yeah. And I think that's a good thing that you highlighted, bro, because with the church, too, in the end of the day, it's human beings that are, you know what I'm saying? Like, the message can be skewed so many times. I'm glad that you mentioned that language thing, too. Like, I've been in churches, too, Spanish churches, whatever. They're passionate and all that stuff, but it gets lost in translation, man. You miss one word, even like subtext, it means something completely different in another language. So that's something I'm glad that you pointed that out, man. Man, that's insane, bro. But so when it comes to like that whole kind of like, I guess like it's kind of part of your passion now, my man. Do you think you'd wanna go all in on that in the next couple of years? Like, what's your 5-year plan since we're doing like New Year's resolutions and stuff like that, man?
There's no plan directly with Christianity. I do want to read the entire Bible. I'm not sure if it's gonna. I have like this thing where it shows me which chapters to read every day for the next year. Yeah. I can't say yes, I'm gonna do that. I don't want to rush it either because I want to take in the fruit, of the Bible. But definitely just stay there, right? Like, the hardest part, like, think about going to the gym. You can go to the gym so many times. Once you start like taking back from it, oh man, I don't need to do that. Like, you can do the same thing with church. You can be like, okay, I'm not gonna go this week. I'm not gonna go next week. I'm gonna go in 2 weeks, and it could be something that's gonna spiral out of control. I never want to get there. And there's people who fall in, they can get back up, right? But there's something in the Bible that God says, those who endure to the end will receive the glory. So it's just like
the persistence,
you gotta stay there. Like, just because you have like 20 good years does not mean you got one bad year. Like, you have to believe and trust in God. You have to do the work of the kingdom nonstop. So that's just where I am right now. Like, I don't have a timeline for 5 years where I'm gonna be. Yeah. I'm just gonna let God do His work, and then I'm gonna just be patient with it and work with it.
I like that, man. I like that. Kind of connecting with that, man. So there's like obstacles, obviously, when we face chasing our passions. What are some of the obstacles you personally faced, for example, and how did you overcome them, man? Because I know your life, you went all over, bro. Like a little football here, a little bit of like your identity as African and everything like that. Yeah. How did you overcome all those obstacles personally?
I think like the discipline. A lot of us in America don't have discipline. Like, we know what's right, we know what's wrong. Like, how many times do you have to tell a big person McDonald's is not good for you? like, and I'm not saying don't reward yourself, but these people reward themselves 7 days out of the week for going to the gym 7 times or 3 times.
Yeah.
Like, it's like just discipline. I think just to continue like working. Like, I'm gonna wake up at 4 o'clock tomorrow, right? And it's my birthday.
Yes, sir.
Oh, my bad. We filmed this.
Oh, yeah. We filmed on this birthday.
Filmed on my birthday. My bad.
Yeah.
I don't even care to like for my birthday, we're gonna go evangelize and pray for people around Bridgeport.
Wow.
And we're in the middle of a 21-day fast at my church.
Nice.
So like things like that, like even if you fall off, get back on that horse. You know what I'm saying? Like keep going, like keep grinding. And yes, it's my birthday tomorrow. I'm thankful for the day.
Yeah.
But I'm in the 21-day liquid only fast, so I'm definitely not about to go eat Popeye's chicken.
Shout out to Popeyes one day. One day we get a Popeye sponsor.
Hey, if you got that's what you want,
I'll bring it back, bro.
I'll eat it. But I'm in the fast right now.
Later, but that's what it's gonna take time. So it'll probably take 21 years, maybe.
So but like definitely just staying disciplined and just focusing. Like the end goal of all of this is realizing we're all eternal beings, right? So it's only eternal glory or eternal damnation. Where you want to go?
Yeah,
right. True. So it's like, just you can't sit here and keep wasting time. I tell my students this all the time. Y'all young, y'all got a lot of time, but y'all don't have time to waste. Right? Like I have friends who passed away at your age. I have friends who are passing away at my age. Like God, if it's time for you to go, you gotta go. So like, you cannot just hang out with that guy no more. You cannot hang out with that girl no more. You can't, like, how many friends we know that got pregnant in high school?
Too many, man, to count, to be
right
honest.
After college. Like, it's just like, that's their story, that's their testimony, but a lot of them weren't ready for that. So
most, if anything, right? Yeah.
So it's like, these kids nowadays, they think, oh man, I'm big, I'm bad. I'm like, no, I'm trying to help you right now.
We're all human, you bleed, brother. Like,
bro,
you know, yeah.
I don't want no kid. Like right now, somebody told me they was pregnant. I'm like, one, it's not mine because I already know. Two, I can't afford that.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna sit here and tell these kids, oh yeah, you go ahead, go do that. So it's like the discipline. A lot of these people just lack discipline, bro. It's America. Yeah, they want to be home of the brave. That's just what it is. Like, brave for what?
Yeah.
Brave for what?
Absolutely.
Like, what are y'all doing? But America's so different, bro.
It's a different world, honestly. It's like, it's crazy because obviously we're grateful because, like, you know, compared to like Indonesia, similar to with everything, like the resources just not the same. Obviously, you know, we have running water here. All this, we're grateful.
We're spoiled.
We're spoiled, you know. But then it comes to that part, like these home of the brave, and there's no discipline, freedom, where it's like there's no restraint for anything. Yeah, you know, and it's like people do that and they just start slacking, and then they forget about their passion, they forget about their enjoyment, and they just become bums, honestly. But kind of going off of that, man, how do you have that power to do that 4 a.m.s, man? How do you live that lifestyle? And how would you tell the people out there, like, yo, do what you want to do it because you want to do it for God's glory and all the other stuff, man?
Yeah. So one thing, naps are important.
Oh, amen. Right? Shout out to naps.
So my schedule typically looks like I'll be up from 4 a.m. to like 5 p.m. And that's when I take a nap. Okay. Right? So I'll take 30 minutes, no more than an hour. Okay. Once you're there for more than an hour, you're not waking up.
Yeah, it's not a nap. It's a sleep. You're in the next day at that point, bro. I know what you mean. Yeah.
Was it REM? That's what's called.
Yeah, the REM one. Yeah. Oh, he knows it. There's the REM.
But you're 30 minutes to an hour, bro. Like, and then get up and go. I'll go work Uber. I'll go do what I need to do. Run an errand. Go to the gym. Like, but that first 12 hours, I'm up, bro. Like, and it's not like I'm up going crazy. So like, I wake up at 4 a.m. I do Bible study till 5 a.m.
Wow. By yourself, or you do it with the group?
Right there on that table over there, right?
Nice, so, that's awesome.
So and then like by 5:30, I'm on the road. I'm working Uber, and then I start working 9:30 some days. I work till about 3 p.m. maybe 4 p.m. with the kids, whatever I got to do. Go home, take a nap, 30 minutes, like sometimes an hour if it's like been a crazy day.
Yeah. But honestly, those naps, bro, it's good because it also like separates your day. Because I've been doing that too with the personal training in the morning, and then you're up in the crack of dawn, bro. Yeah. And then there's that midday slump. But once you get that nap in like 2, 3 o'clock, man, it's like it's a superpower. It feels like you had 2 days in one, you know. Yeah. And people don't realize the power that we have. The time, like you were saying. What was the thing you said to them about the time?
Oh, you don't have a lot of time. But you have a lot of time, but you don't have time to waste.
Absolutely. Yeah. Like we joke about us being but we still have a lot to live. You know what I'm saying?
We're young.
I mean, my joints are kind of messed up, but I was throwing a football. You heard that, bro? Bro, I was throwing a football.
Your bones is cracked?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Wait. Put the mic right here.
Where is it? Oh, my goodness, yeah.
That football stuff is going to get you, bro.
Bro, I was throwing a football the other day because my friend, he's trying to be in the UFL. So I was just doing the same reps, Next day I wake up, bro, and I go to the gym. I was sore. I don't know what happened, man.
Joke.
It's bro. I'm telling you, y'all stretch.
Status.
Please, y'all stretch. But we are still young too, and it's perfect time for us to like spread the love and share it to people, especially the youth. It's crazy to say the youth because we were the young ones that were listening from our mentors.
Gen Z right now.
Yeah, Gen A, B, C, D, E, F, G. At this point, you know the alphabet.
LGBTQ,
you know, all the whole alphabet. You
LGBTQ, NG.
Yeah, all that. all the whole entire zodiac signs, all that. The Gemini, Aries, all that. But it is crazy that now we're like the mentors for the people that like when we met, bro. We had a lot of mentors who were like people older than us telling us all this different advice, like, "Yo, don't do this." Obviously, you know how we were, bro. Like, thankfully, I'd say we listened to a lot of the advice, and it helped us like in a good path because that's why we're doing stuff like this, doing stuff for our community. Like, right?
I don't think this would have been cool when we was in high school. This getting in front of a camera and talking.
They would have been like, "What is this?"
Yeah, y'all sitting too close together.
Yeah, you know, for they would have said something crazy, right? Yeah. Now it's like in a different time.
Some kid the other day, I'm with my students.
Yeah.
I'm like really giving him like the advice, like what he needs to hear. And this dude goes, bro, I was so confused. Bro, he says, "You're on my body, mister." What?
How old is he? Like 12?
16, 17?
Oh, he's on the...
"You're on my body, mister." I'm like, what? What are you talking about? Like, you're pissing me off right now. What are you talking about? He goes, "Oh, that means you're like too like
on your case
on me, like back on my case,
on my case, right? That's what we said.
On my soul, like back up." I'm like, what soul? I'm like, whoa, now
what is happening? What about your soul?
Like, I'm talking about you skipping class and stuff. You gotta stop skipping class and stop acting back. Yeah. "Oh, you're on my body, mister." And I'm like, bro, breathe. Like, that's all I can do. Just breathe. They don't know.
Yeah.
They don't know no better. Like, bro, we did some wild stuff in high school.
I know.
Wild stuff.
I know. Especially the people that we're close with, you know, like our community man, like the regular part.
Shout out to T-Boys.
Shout out to T-Boys, you know, all that stuff.
It's not a gang.
It's not a gang. It's all it's good vibes. It's good. It really isn't. I promise.
It wasn't no gang.
I'm so serious. So serious. No T-Boys. We were a bunch of goons. I'm not gonna lie to you. But honestly, I'm grateful that we listened to, I'd say, most of the advice from like the people that were looking out for us. You know, all those mentors. We had some great teachers in Central. Shout out to them, man. Honestly, like they really. Now looking back at it in hindsight, they really wanted us to succeed. You know, they weren't. I mean, teachers don't make money, bro. We know this now, especially. You know, like that's why people don't
want to be teachers.
Yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, which sucks because the future generation is what's to come up. You know, so. I'm glad that you're doing that with the community, man, because I didn't even know you were doing that. That's really cool, man. I'm glad you're doing the opportunity and you're locked in. How long has it been now working for them?
It started in September. Is that 4 or 5 months? 4 or 5 months. September is the 9th month.
Yeah.
We're in 12 months.
Yeah, that's a good way to calculate, bro. Bro really said arigato. He's the agent right here, bro. He started like, He did all the calculations, bro, after that one. That's Bro, that's crazy, man. No, it's wild thinking back because we really, I don't know, I'm just thinking about the new year and everything, but we've been through a lot of stuff, a lot of growth, man. I'm glad the direction that you're going is this way in a good path, and you feel fulfilled. I see the passion from you talking about it, man. It's beautiful because I'm real with you before, bro. When we were younger, we all kind of we were all just going through different things.
Wild boys, bro.
Yeah, we just all kind of a little bit all over the place. That's. I wouldn't say messy, so to speak, because we never really got in trouble like that. But I would say inconsistent is one of the words that was. Wow. Yeah, it's high school. There
was a lot of like personalities in the same room that was like we had no goal.
You go.
The goal was to just talk and have fun.
Yeah.
So it was just like
no direction.
Yeah,
no direction.
He was doing theater.
Yeah.
I was playing football.
Someone doing lacrosse.
Like.
Soccer, you're doing soccer,
Yannick, Yoel,
soccer,
Ray, soccer, man. Even Rudy went to
shout out to Rudy, man. Yeah, he hit me up randomly the other day. When I got into that game show, he just hit me up randomly. Okay. So shout out to you, Rudy. I'm gonna get you on the show when we go to Brazil. That'll be fun. I miss that guy. I haven't seen him in.
I go to Brazil,
bro. Please, let's go, man. We get a trip, boys trip.
Yo,
bro, Brazil, man, seems fun, man. Hey. But Rudy, damn, I forgot about Rudy. We haven't seen him. I think over 10 years because
since he left, that was like sophomore year,
2014 then, right? Because we graduated 2016. Yeah. So our boy, he left back to Brazil after second year of high school and Haven't seen him since. Yeah, but we used to be so tight. I remember we used to hang out all the time, and it is crazy. So you know,
I miss you, Rudy.
We miss you, bro. You better come back if you can.
He was a real soccer player. Like,
he was. He was a baller.
He was nice.
He was nice with that. I remember.
He was one of the ones. I'm telling you.
Yeah. I wish he stayed, but you know, everything happens for a reason. Mm-hmm. One thing leads to another, and man, I'm just grateful that we're here, man. This new year, this new vibe. I can't. How old are you turning, by the way? Because you already said the birthday part, so you got to say
27, bro.
Woo! Goddamn, 27.
How old are you?
26.
Oh damn!
But I'm turning 27.
At least we're not like 28 or not.
Yeah, you know. Oh, I think the studio audience is 28. Sorry, studio audience. Woo! Okay, I think it's more like Boo. He's throwing the tomatoes over there. Yeah. He's throwing the tomatoes. He's trying to just kick.
That means you're just gonna get to places a little quicker than us. Don't worry about it.
Exactly, bro. No, actually, funny story. They gotta know about this. When we came over here, what is it? You were texting the group chat, me, you, and Unique. Because we, what is it? I think I texted you around like 7 or whatever. Because that's when my train came. Yeah. I was like, bro, you trying to do the podcast or whatever? He's like, yeah, just pull up. I'll be here around 8. Whatever.
This dude hit me up for the podcast like an hour and a half or 2 hours.
Yeah.
I said, I got you. Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, right? We're like, you're like, oh, I finally got home. And then we're like, oh, you were like 5 minutes away. And you're like, dang, it's not even that. New Haven to Bridgeport is like
30,
not that
20-30 minutes.
Yeah, at times.
But the way Yannick drive is like a grandfather. So he puts 2 hands.
Bro, come on, show us how you drive. You gotta show everybody real quick. Real quick. Come on.
Nah, this dude got his the 4-eye glasses on.
Okay.
Let's see. Come here.
In my defense,
show the camera. Come on,
right?
Here you go. Come.
Okay.
I'm listening.
There you go. We got some space.
I'm an excellent driver.
Okay.
Let's get that straightened out.
Cheers.
First of all,
excellent driver. Yeah, I got you.
I'm an excellent driver. I don't know what he's talking about. Now I do wear glasses. Don't get me wrong, at night because I need to see where I'm going.
Okay. Walk us through it.
All right. Okay, so it ain't 2 hands. It's one.
One. Oh, hold up.
It's one hand.
One hand. Okay.
Driving. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Right. Not trying to speed because I don't like to speed. And you know this.
I know this.
You know this.
A 20-minute ride turns into 45. Easy. I'm not asking him to
But you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy, though? We're safe.
Okay. Oh,
we're safe.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah, there you go. That's all it is.
So the technique is one hand, and then the other hand praise the Lord. That's
This dude just went on camera, right? With a microphone and say, "Yeah, I break the law. I drive with one hand."
No, bro,
who break the law?
You said one handed. He just exposed himself.
Oh,
y'all, man, we got him. We got him, guys.
We got him.
We got him, everybody. That's how we do it over here.
Yep, call him in.
I was about to call the ops. Someday, I think we know some cops around here. We know a few. We know one eventually coming in. We'll get back to that eventually. Yeah. But man. I don't even know how we ended up talking about all this stuff and all the passion. The driving. This is Unique's technique of driving. Yeah. The one in the Bridgeport way.
What?
But
wait. So like they say, do you know how to drive?
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy.
That's if you know how to drive,
bro. Yeah, of course, man. Come on, now. Okay. I do 3 hands, bro. What you talking about?
What you talking about?
That's for an episode for another time.
Wait, I ain't gonna be in that episode.
Let's just say P. Diddy's. I'm kidding. Not today, man. Not today. Never.
Leave P. Diddy alone. Right?
Yes.
This is what I gotta say about that too.
Okay, please talk about it.
Everybody's like P. Diddy this, P. Diddy that. All right, let's rewind. The same sin that's in P. Diddy is alive in everybody else because everybody has the flesh in them. Right. Just because you didn't do it does not mean you're not capable of doing it, right? Here's one other thing. A lot of people got a lot of things to say about P. Diddy's sins, but haven't repented for their own. I think a lot of people need to repent for their sins before they talk about other people going to hell.
That's fair, man. You can't be you can't be the judge and the executioner. That's true, man. I like that, man. Any other words of advice and recaps for everybody, bro? You had a lot of truth bombs, a lot of great advice over here. Anything to kind of wrap it up in a bow? Let them know, the viewers.
God is not your genie. God is not your genie. Too many people are praying out here just for their own needs. You gotta look. He taught us how to pray in the Bible. He said, "Our Father, thou art in heaven, hallowed be your name. Thy kingdom come. That will be done on earth as in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil." Only 2 bars was about us. The rest was about God. So a lot of people like realize when you pray, if you pray for 10 sentences long, you just look at the ratio. A lot of that has to be about the Lord, and a lot less about you.
Wow.
Yeah. Boom.
And that's how. Wow, that's awesome, man. And that's how you've been living your life, man. That's how you can do the 4 a.m.s, working as a mentor, bro, doing all that stuff. You said DoorDash still and all that stuff, Uber,
yeah.
still grinding and everything like that, man. I appreciate your hustle, man. Your growth is beautiful, man. It's like, it's crazy, guys. Like it's like wild, bro. Like, I think it's 11 years, bro, since I've known you. 12,
so 2012, 2024, 2025.
So we've been through a lot of ups and downs, a lot of left, right, sideways, all that stuff. So just keep doing your thing, man. Bro, I'm so proud of you. Thanks again for coming on the show, bro. Of course. And I'm gonna have you on another episode. Maybe one with all the boys.
I gotta pull up to Cali.
Bro, you gotta come LA trip. We have a podcast over there. It's a fun time over there, man. It's a good vibe. But anything else, bro? Any socials you want to share, bro? You said at
so just follow me on Instagram, all right? OGAHARRIS. And when I have my podcast ready, it's coming soon. I'm not gonna release the name just yet until I got the Instagram page ready for y'all.
Yes, sir.
But I got everything written down. Once I got my LLC, that's when everybody could really start doing it, because I'm not gonna promote it until that paperwork there.
Yes, sir. We love that, man. Yeah. Man, you inspire me, man. There's a reason why I have this podcast too. People like you, man, always rooted me from the beginning, man. So I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart, man. Arigato. All that stuff, bro. This is a season 3 debut right here. The season premiere. I told you season 3 is gonna be crazy. Good time, good vibes. And all I gotta say is arigato, all this stuff.
Arigato.
Tune in on the next episode. Episode 2 is gonna be a little about pleasure, a little bit maybe. But we'll find all that stuff. But we're just gonna
talk about pleasure for it. Go ahead.
We're gonna talk about pleasure because it's a good context.
Who's doing that? Nah, tell me later.
Oh yeah, we'll tell you off the air. But thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate. Thank you. Arigato, love you, bro. Thank you, studio audience too. We're gonna finish with a big. We're gonna say arigato sheshe. Ready? On 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Arigato sheshe. Yeah.
Thanks for joining me on this episode of The Patty Show. I hope you had as much fun as I did exploring the crossing point of the 3 Ps: passion, pleasure, and positivity. If you want to keep the Patty Party going, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and all social platforms at Patty Show Podcast. Share this episode and leave a positive review. PattySetiati.com/podcast, as well as pattyshow.podbean.com have got more of your Patty Show needs. In the meantime, keep passionately pursuing your personal paradise. Arigato.